Man, have we got this far in life as black people that we're happy to see families go without? Have we gotten this far? Really, have we gotten this far? There are people that I have been around on social media, just not on TikTok, but other platforms that are celebrating seeing families not be able to eat. Why is that? Hmm? Why is that? Now these supposed to be successful people that get money. You know what I'm saying? I thought of getting money nigga won't be paying attention what other people doing with their time. Or what they get. Or what they get for free. Never understood that shit. I never cared about if a person got Section 8 or if a woman got food stamps to feed her family. I don't care if a woman even sell them motherfuckers. I don't care. I never cared. That shit never bothered me. I don't care if I have to wake up early in the morning to go to work and somebody sitting at the house collecting government assistance. That shit ain't got nothing to do with Brian. Cause a lot of things that the government take out my that spend money on with my taxes that I 100% disagree with. And the person that getting government assistance is not one of them. You know what I mean? I want my people to get it. You know, a man shouldn't be online celebrating the the downfall of the food stamp card. Why is that? Why? Why are men so happy to see kids probably not be able to eat these next couple of months? Why are people celebrating this shit? Hmm? Why? Y'all ain't got families. Y'all ain't got cousins. Y'all ain't got women or even men in your life that depend on that, regardless how their attitudes are, regardless how they might treat people.
Nah, man. See, regardless how their attitudes are, regardless how they might treat people, and ultimately, what he's ignoring is regardless of how they even ended up in that situation and the root cause of the situation. See, dudes like this is the problem. Dudes like this is the problem. And, I feel like he's spineless and he's not going to say the truth that needs to be said in order to correct the main problem, the root problem in mass, right? He's just going to let people just get over and abuse something instead of them actually getting on their own 2 feet and actually solving their issues so that they can get more sustainable moving forward. And he's just going to let them do whatever they want to do. That's ultimately what he is. He's ultimately for let people abuse the system and never have to face any consequences of their actions. So by doing that, then their behavior never changes. And they only continue to dig their situation worse, which only continues to leach on the system as well as the taxpayer even further. That's not what those um benefits are for. It's not for it. See, he's even cool, it sounds like, with able-bodied people who don't need it still taking advantage of it. And he's okay with just funding it. Because he said, since when do get money ninjas have a problem with that? What do you mean? The get money ninjas is the one who's funding it. So of course I'm gonna have a problem with that. Of course I'm gonna be wanting to dig into that. Because even if the taxes are sustainable right now, if more and more people abuse it, then what do you think is gonna happen? They're gonna need more and more money. If less people are deciding to work and take advantage of a system that could be working, now the growing minority of people who still decide to do an honest day's work are going to have to fund more into it. And what's the problem is that the roles are reversing. The people on the benefits is living their best life and living like they're rich, eating crab legs, steaks, and then the people who are actually funding it are living like they're poor. So we're get money ninjas, whatever he wanted to say, but yet we don't have the same lifestyle as somebody who doesn't have to do anything in order to fund their lifestyle. And he doesn't see a problem with that. And he's not going to speak up. He would rather just be cheered on in his comment section, which that's not going to last very long because you're not standing on the truth, right? And the truth is always going to age well. So that's why I don't mind being on this side and just calling things out because it's going to age well. It's been shown throughout history that if you're speaking the truth, eventually it will be recognized. It's never recognized in the moment, but it will. You will be exonerated.
But are you that mad at these people that you celebrate them maybe not being able to eat? Or them might not be even able to sell food stamps. Are you that mad? Hmm? But anyway, I think
So now we can't be mad at them selling the food stamps too. They don't need it. They selling it. Really, dude?
that's cowardly and I think that's weird. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people disagree with me on my take on government assistance. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Even though as a kid, my mom and daddy never was on government assistance, but I have. You know what I mean? I have. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I have. You know, but any
Yo, you
So he has used it himself, probably not needing it. He used it. So the reason he has his take is because he doesn't want to come off as a hypocrite because he knows deep down that he used it not needing it. So in his mind, he's like, shoot, I already got over, I got ahead, and now I'm thriving. So I don't really care. I used it when I didn't need it. So how can I be mad at anybody else using it? Especially with me being a grown man using it. Brother, that's not something I would brag about if I was you. But hey, if he wants to have his opinion, he can have his opinion. But I think he's really just afraid of the backlash that he'll get from his family, his friends, and maybe even people online. It's easier, although he said he has a lot of hate on his opinion, I would actually say that that's in the minority of the people who will really come at you. And even the hate from people like me is going to be more of like a we just critique it, we talk about it, and we're not going to try to go out of our way to try to do anything to you further, right? But you know, uh, there's two sides of the spectrum now. You know, uh, he could that backlash on the other side. That's a totally different animal.
you could love me or hate me, but at the end of the day, I'm tired of seeing everybody on here complaining about that little snap ban for November. Like, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go use your real money and go buy some food and stop complaining. Because a lot of y'all who on here complaining about the shit don't look like y'all actually need to be getting the food stamps. You know what food stamps really did to people? It made people obese, lazy, and wasteful. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. If you know you got EBT coming, you know what I'm saying? You fill your refrigerator up, you eat half a plate of food, throw the rest away, or give it to the damn dogs or some shit.
We could just address the elephant in the room. He look like he might need the food stamps. He look like he might need them, but he probably can't get them.
You want to barbecue every goddamn weekend. Like, it made us obese, wasteful, and lazy and shit. Now you gotta spend your real money on some food and you want to get on here and start complaining about it. Yo, get over it. Spend your real money on some food. If you homeless, if you in a shelter, if you got children you need to feed and you really in a less fortunate situation, then I'm not talking to you. This is not for you. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it, you need it, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up what's about to happen. But for the most part, everybody that I'm seeing, it don't look like you really need it. You know what I'm saying? The same way you can buy that hair, the same way you can go get that hair put in your head, the same way you can buy them PlayStations, the same way you go buy them PlayStation games, the same way you can buy them designer jeans, them clothes, them nails, them chains, them earrings, that makeup, everything that niggas and women is doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, the same way y'all can spend that money on that bullshit, your habits, you know what I'm saying? Go take that money and go to the grocery store and buy your ass a couple dollars worth of groceries and get off of this app complaining about this little ban in November. Do y'all know what the
So, you know, I think he mentioned that people who are in certain situations. I don't think he said to stay, but I just think he said if you have kids and you're living in a shelter, et cetera, then you deserve it. I think we have to differentiate what deserve means. I don't think you necessarily deserve it. I think it's a great blessing. And I think that it's necessary because I would say that the kids deserve it because they didn't ask to be brought in this world, right? But the person that's actually receiving it, I don't know if you deserve it. I think You deserve the situation that you put yourself in, whatever your outcomes are, unless it's an anomaly of a situation, then you deserve the situation that you brought on yourself. However, just because you deserve something doesn't mean that you can't get a little relief, and we can't, be philanthropic and help those in need. But when we start using words like deserve, I think that just breeds more entitlement. You don't deserve it, but I think it's a great thing to help, just because we can't lose sight of the fact that we're all people. People go through things, people make decisions. My main thing is when we keep digging and we're showing that we haven't learned from it, don't want to learn from it, but we want to just get all the benefits and feel entitled to the benefits, but yet we're not making any changes. That's my main thing. And we're getting online talking reckless and even bragging in the face of the people who are helping you and acting like you're above them. That's my thing. I like what he's saying, though. It's a great contrast between him and the first guy. But yeah, I think the first guy, listen, man, that tape's not going to age well because you know deep down in your heart that it's wrong. Just say it's wrong, but then just say, hey, they're getting over and I'm not going to hate on them. But to sit here and condone it and act like there's nothing wrong with it, you're going to be on the wrong side of history with that. But y'all, let's leave it there. Also, subscribe if you want to join the Limitless Legion. Cash App link below if you want to tip the channel, buy your boy iced coffee. And also feel free to join the Patreon as well, where I post self-improvement content. Till then, I'll catch you in the next video. And hype the video.